Alright, you bastards, this is Some-Belgian-prepper with another survival trick, and that is a woolen sole. Um, it's actually something that people in the past did, have been reading upon this, and what they would do is, if they have boots or shoes and it was really, really cold, but sometimes a woolen sock is not sufficient enough, or sometimes you don't have time enough to get into your boot, or your socks are wet, then this is possibly a solution, and that is what they would do is they would cut out of sheepskin with the wool the form of their foot or their boot out, and they would put it inside of their boots. So you have more insulation, because boots in the past were of lesser quality. They were thinner, so more prone to suck out heat from your feet, or to get or the cold got through the sole. So if you can put, if you did this one of those commercial ones, these, what I'm trying to look for is a piece of sheepskin where I can cut this out, because as you perhaps can see, I've tested this one out, and it's in one of my working boots, and the whole sole is almost gone from all the working. And as I'm putting this in, there are some harder bits that are sensitive for this for this sensitive thing. It'll be a little bit hard. So yeah, I would prefer to try it with a real sheepskin instead of this commercial thing that I bought on the internet to test it out. But it's a test nonetheless, and I must say that I really enjoyed it. The only problem sometimes is it's to get it inside, especially when the boot is a little bit how do you say this, damp or wet from sweat after a long day working, and you have to get it out or to get it back in, or especially when your shoes are your boots are a little bit wet from working outside in some damp or moist conditions. But nonetheless, it's it's a good fit. But that's something that I always do. If I buy boots, I always choose a little bit bigger, because I know I'm during winter time I'm wearing very thick woolen socks, and during the summertime too, to be honest. But what's good about the thing that it is, how do you say this, a woolen sole is, like I always tell on this channel, is wool is a very good material. It keeps you warm, and even when it's wet, it will retain 80% of its insulation value. And another thing is, soles will not soles will not smell that bad, because, like I always said, wool only pulls out the moisture out of your skin, but not the oils, and those oils are a food for a breeding ground for a bacteria, and that's why your gym bag with their synthetic clothing and the sweat start to smell really bad after even 1 or 2 days. So a woolen sole will be less smelly, so that's handy for if you're going to do a long hiking. And yeah, nobody likes smelly shoes, especially if you have to put them inside of a tent. So that's a way to counter this a little bit. So yeah, it's something that trappers used to do. Like I said, cutting out of a sheepskin, but that's what I'm planning to do if I can find some here locally. So I would say I hope this helped you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you next video. Cheers.